Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Jets are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the draw, it's Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
This is exactly the kind of drive we're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A big pickup of 38.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing again is Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. Touchdown, Texans. take down his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw offside is Schwartz with it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud looking to throw. Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd down and 1.
Go, Reed, go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by weaving through traffic, and now he's free. How did he stay on his feet? And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they come up now 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now this throw caught left side. Even 40 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Throwing now is Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Go, Jack. Go, Jack.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Texans 14, Jets 3. Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson finding space at the 40. Still going. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it to Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got to do it in your own backfield. I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A gain of 9 yards. But it's 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Able to push his way through. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check. Hurt.
Another carry for Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that, because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll make 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Stroud now on second down. That's complete to Dell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First and 10, it's Stroud. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Texans 24, Jets 5. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop. Now 2nd and 5. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sinclair over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Sinclair. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st down, Sinclair. Wilson's got it complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 3rd down, Sinclair. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Sinclair. This pass out wide to Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Anthony Schwartz from 17 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On the set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It'll be a gain of 5 at its 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the